Yo, Shot Killings, what's up? Yo, what's good, folkers? Tyrus Bane is back with another episode of The Definition of Anarchy. And, yeah. Dice TV was good. Yeah, chilling, man. Whew. So, what is it? It's March 14th, 2021. I just got through doing a live before I hit the farmer's market, man, in regards to the birth rates being drastically, disastrously low, according to a CBS article, which I will be posting once that live stream renders. But what I want to talk about now is the question of why does everybody want to reopen all of a sudden? Why do these governors, these kings, right, want to all of a sudden they want to reopen their state, going against the advice of the Biden administration's doctors, right? The Biden administration's COVID Modelo 19 advisors, right? Going against what they're saying. They're opening up. You're talking about Texas, Mississippi, Florida, and then you have the states that never really shut down, like South Dakota, which they came out smelling like roses in the end, right? Now, we all know it's a horrible idea to shut down. Shutting down probably caused more problems than it solved last year in regards to this Modelo 19 problem, that alleged problem. But Dice TV said they never shut down. What's your state? But I have to question, and the reason I'm questioning this is because my back. So I have to question why all of a sudden they want to open back up when the scientists and the experts are saying if we open back up, that could mean another huge wave of the Modelo 19 cracking, right? So why would they go against the advice of these so-called experts? Why would they look at what's allegedly happening in Italy, where they're getting ready to shut down again? They're getting ready to shut down in Italy once more because of a resurgence of the Modelo 19. But my question is, with that knowledge and with what the advisors are saying on Biden's panel and all that, Biden advisory, Modelo 19 advisory panel, why would they try to open it back up now? You know, why would they do that? Why would they put the residents of their states at risk by allowing things to be opened up? They didn't have a problem going against your freedoms and shutting you down before. So is it really about them all of a sudden coming to the realization that, hey, they really have no right to shut us down? No, I don't think that's the case at all. I think they want to open things back up. This is just me. This is my opinion. Okay. They may want to open things back up, right? 100%. Let people, not wear face flags, open up businesses 100%, go indoors, outdoors without a mask, no social distancing mandates. I think they're doing that so that there can be a resurgence, right? See, this is the same. This is what they did with the gun control shit. So let's open things back up, right? Because these people have been crying about opening things back up. These little people, they want their freedoms all. Let them have their freedoms and see what it gets them. So open shit back up. Boom. More outbreaks occur. More shit like that, right? Then they can say, you know what? We thought we had a control of this Modelo 19 virus. We opened things back up. We got things in order. You know, we thought we had it good, and then we opened back up, man, and we had a resurgence, and hundreds of thousands of more people died, and hospitalized, and all this bullshit. So then they can say, because this is what they want. They want to implement the new normal, right? They want the new normal to be permanent. That's what they want. So in order to get the new normal they want, they have to give us a taste of the freedom that we had before, but they want us to have a taste of that and then say, look how dangerous your freedoms are. They want to get more people bored with giving up their freedoms. They want it to be voluntary, right? And if you know anything about the devil, right? Let's say you're religious. If you know anything about the devil, it works out best for him. He gets the most souls when people voluntarily do evil shit. So it's the same with this. They get the best results when people voluntarily give up their rights. When it's voluntary, then, it's much easier to control the people. You give them the illusion that they have a choice. So you say, you know what? We're going to open back up. We're going to allow you to open your business back up. We're going to allow you to not wear face flags. We're going to allow you this, that, and the third. But, prematurely, because, right, they want 80% of the people inoculated before they open it up. That's the idea, right? They want 80% of the people to be inoculated before they open up. If they do it prematurely, there you go again. Well, if 80% of people in Texas were inoculated, they wouldn't have had a resurgence. If 80% of the people in California were inoculated, they wouldn't have had the resurgence. Mississippi and Florida, same situation. But how do you explain Florida? Because Florida never really locked down like that. South Dakota never really locked down like that. Arizona, like Dice TV said, never really locked down like that. Don't worry about those states. Let's just worry about the states that did lock down. Okay? And so, how is this going to help them gain more control? Well, like I said, they want you to voluntarily give up your freedoms. They want you to voluntarily say, you know what? We don't know what we're doing, but the government does. Let the government handle shit. Because this is what you hear people say. This is what I hear people say all the time. People don't think that the world can turn without the government. People think that shit can't happen without the government. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand that the government causes more problems than they solve. They actually solve zero problems. Any legitimate real problems, they don't solve any of it. Right? They contribute to the most disastrous occurrences in this country that aren't natural, right? Look at every disaster that has occurred in the world, aside from natural disasters, right? Any disaster that causes such a huge loss of life, it all has to do with government, right? Not the people, but what the government does with the people that they use as enforcers, as henchmen, as whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call these people, soldiers, cops, FBI, CIA, DEA, all these organizations under the government umbrella, they have done more harm than they have. They don't solve problems. They cause problems, and then they have to try to solve the problems they cause. To me, that's not solving the problem. To me, that's you're just trying to clean up after yourself. So either you're solving a problem or you're cleaning up after yourself. These cats are cleaning up after themselves. Just like with the whole population, with the birth rates, right? The disastrously low birth rates. I mentioned before how Dow Myers from USC, a USC professor, said that they overshot and brought the numbers down too low. You see, they caused the problem of the decrease in birth rates. They caused the problem. So now they're going to try to clean it up. You see, they're not solving the problem when they cause it. They're just trying to fix it. This is how government works. This is the government's existence. The existence of the government in this world is a horrible existence. They try to tell you that the next extinction event is going to be caused by people. No, it's going to be caused by the government if we let it. If we let the government continue to rule over us and to control the world, and I don't care what government it is, the Chinese government, the Indian government, Russian government, the United States government, UK government, they're all, well, some governments are more dangerous than others, but they're all dangerous. They're all dangerous. They're no good for us. So when they tell you the next extinction level event is going to be I forgot how to pronounce that word. Well, it's going to be anthropothic, whatever event. It's going to be caused by people. No, it's going to be caused by the government. Because when the government gets a hold of shit, when they learn that they can use people to control the weather, when they learn that they can use people to cause earthquakes, create black holes and create miniature stars and all this other shit, you're talking about the government is throwing resources behind these people, right? These people who are very ingenious and very intelligent, that could come up with ways to create miniature stars, create black holes, create resonance machines that can cause earthquakes, and control, manipulate the weather. They wouldn't be able to do it without resources. And where do they get the resources from? The government. Where does the government get the resources from? The government gets the resources from the earth, which they rape and pillage from different countries. The technologies they have, the minerals and the gold and all this, that, and the third, everything that they use to create these technologies, they get it from fucking the government, right? They had to get government grants. They had to get government resources. The government taxes the shit out of people, right? They extort the shit out of the people so that they can throw funds behind these people to create billion-dollar motherfucking machines. Do you think a genius, let's look at, for example, Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla created the alternating current generator, right? Before it was the direct current generator. The issue with the direct current generator is you had to have a generator on every fucking corner, basically, to make that DC, to make DC electricity work properly. Whereas with an AC generator, you can have an AC generator in one spot and it can cover 20 or 30 square miles, or 10 or 12 square miles, something like that. But he wouldn't have been able to create that technology without resources, without funds. He was poor. He's had the vision. He had the know-how. He had the intellect. But he didn't have the resources to actually create one that was large enough to impact the world. So that's what you're talking about. When you're talking about people that come up with technologies that's large enough to impact the world in a negative or a positive way, you're talking about the government. You're talking about elite corporations, which governments and elite corporations go hand in hand. Like the Microsofts and the Facebooks and the whatever corporate powerhouse exists in the world today, even they wouldn't exist without government, without their tax breaks, without their subsidies from the government, they get grants. You see, everything that goes on, everything that happens that greatly impacts the world is caused by governments, right? And so the government created the problem of the Modelo 19, right? The Modelo 19 problem was a government created problem, right? Because they said, oh, it's a novel coronavirus, it's a novel Modelo virus, and we don't know what it's doing. We have to do this, we have to do that. We have to shut shit down. We have to stop. We have to limit travel. We need this passport. We need that crack scene. We need this, that, and the third. Like, whereas if you did something like the South Dakotan governor did, and was like, you know what? There's things out there, but we gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna live life to the fullest, like we should. And boom, what happened? What happened in South Dakota? Well, in South Dakota, they don't, not nearly as bad as New York was, or LA, or anybody that shut down 100%. Yeah, and then at one point they tried to say, oh, well, look what happened in South Dakota. They had a huge spike, right? Huge spike in South Dakota. The huge spike in South Dakota lasted about 2 days and then went back down. And they never talked about South Dakota ever again. What's that Norse country in the Netherlands? The fucking I think it was Sweden or Switzerland. One of those countries where they didn't lock down either. I mean, what they did was they shut down secondary schools, and they did the minimal amount of lockdown. And they also had a surge, but it tapered off, and they were least affected by this compared to other countries near there. So what your government decides to do determines based on how much control they have, or how much control they assert over the people. It can determine how much impact it has. So now they trying to open things back up. So what? So what's going to happen when they open things back up? Well, they already been warning us, right? These experts. Well, if they open up, they're going to see a resurgence. They're going to see a spike. Look out for it, y'all. Let me see what y'all talking about real quick. What part of SoCal you live, family, if you don't mind me asking? I live in LA County. GA never shut down at all? Shot killings? My phone had froze up. No, you didn't miss much, man. Privileged NPC, they are planning on running Biden out of office. The plan from the start was to put Kamala in. They want a good economy for her. The funny thing is that if that's true, they're going to be in the world of pain if that's true. Well, we'll see. That could be another thing. That could be another thing too. Well, they want to make it seem like Biden beat this thing, right? Biden came in, saved the day, was able to get states open back up, and the economy boomed, or whatever the case may be. So now we can believe in Biden and all this other shit. But we know what happened after Biden came in office. A lot of things just took complete 180, right? Just a lot of shit just shifted. It's a cold game out here, y'all. Dark Nebula says at this point, they're probably causing the natural disasters too, with all their weather modification facilities. Well, yeah, straight up. Marcy says, oh, look, fire. Who wants to buy some jacked up water to put it? Yeah, right? Marcy T says we can never return from a negative birth rate. It'll be very difficult. Yep, Pandora's box for sure. You see how they have DC locked down so we cannot get to them? Yeah, they got 5,000. They left 5,000 soldiers there, but we can't get no border protection, right? Oh, let people flood the border, But let's create a border around DC and keep us protected. These people are clowns. So what you do is you let people flood into Texas via the border, then you open Texas up back up 100%. So then that you'll see a domino effect from that. They know too many were awake. They took a gamble and lost. Yeah, straight up. They wanted us to believe that by now 2 million people would be dead from the Modelo 19. Canton, Ohio. That's where Bellicose Hyperbole is from. I got a brother who lives in Ohio. He lives in Columbus, though. Or near Columbus. Lived in LA for 16 years. That's what's up. Yeah, I've been in Cali. I lived in Cali most of my life, aside from the time when I was in the military. Yeah, open Biden, not open sesame. Yeah. Biden is their puppet. That's basically what she said. I mean, even he demonstrated that when they cut him off. Remember they cut him off? And they said, and Biden was like, I'll take questions now if that's what you want, Nancy. I'll do whatever you want me to do, Nancy. I'll do it, Nancy. Oh, Nancy, I'm here for you, Nancy. I'm a good president for you, Nancy. Am I from California? Yes, I am. I was born in Inglewood, California. Grew up in Compton. I lived in Compton until I was 13. Then we moved to South LA, or what they used to call South Central LA. They changed the name from South Central LA to South LA to get rid of the negative connotation behind the term South Central LA. You grew up in Alabama County? Okay. Alameda County, okay. Oh yeah, I'm from the hood, yeah. I'm from the hood, man. Well, I grew up in the hood. That's for sure. But I got a question for you guys. Any of your favorite conservative YouTubers, particularly the black conservative YouTubers, any of them talk about gun control yet? Any of them talk about the gun control that's being pushed through the Senate and Congress right now? Oh yeah. Well, the plans, they want to gentrify, which they're doing right now. They want to gentrify South Central LA. So they have to get rid of the name. They have to change the name. Hell no, they don't believe it. Well, yeah. The idiot Lucas called me a fearmonger before because I brought up how they're going to try to push gun control through as soon as Biden gets to office. I said they're going to try to ram this shit through. If they have control of the House and the Senate, they're going to try to ram this shit through. He called me a fearmonger for saying that I said they were going to try to ram it through. When all I'm doing is using my fucking noggin. I'm using my noggin. If they control the House and the Senate and the White House, yeah, they're going to try to ram it through. I didn't say they were going to succeed. I said they're going to try to ram this shit through just like that, without very little resistance. So, but what happens when they get rid of the filibuster? They get rid of the filibuster. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. All they got to do is get Joe Manchin and those 2 other senators to cave on the filibuster. And it might not happen. It might not happen. But I told you what they could do. In place of that, they can do things like expand red flag laws, right? They can do a federal red flag law. They can do the TAPS Act, which is like the red flag law on steroids. So the TAPS Act is like red flag laws and the Patriot Act on steroids. Okay, so they already created the first plank of the Hegelian dialectic. Create a problem right? Or co-opt the problem. They created a problem of white supremacy, right? Of domestic terrorists. And they established it when, on January 6th, with the so-called insurrection of the Capitol, right? So that's what they have now. Now they're working on the fear-based reaction, right? Which partly had to do with them saying on March 4th they were going to do the same thing again. It didn't happen. So, they're going to keep trying. And once they get that going, they establish that domestic terrorist fear in everybody's mind, then they can go ahead and start really pushing shit through. It might not be gun control laws straight up. It might be shit like I said, the TAPS Act or red flag laws. Shouting at clouds was good. Oh, you called me Snap Turtle. You must be an OG supporter, but you just changed your name. Shaw Killing says, Tariq Nasheed, he said white supremacists will never get rid of their guns. No, they won't. Timiko Anderson is in the house. What's a stop sign? That's funny. Well, what's an assault rifle? You see, we can't give them that. There's no such thing as an assault rifle. If there's a such thing as an assault rifle, then there has to be a such thing as an assault car, an assault fist, an assault. I can assault somebody with this. This is an assault water bottle, right? What else? Assault book. I can hit you upside the head with this book. Assault book. Oh, by the way, this might be something you guys want to look into getting. Emergency war surgery, right? Now, this is the Survivalist Medical Desk Reference, critical care and damage control surgery, triage, aeromedical evacuation, which, some of these scenarios, aeromedical, we're not going to do that, right? If we're in a disaster, us regular folks, we're going to get a helicopter and try to medevac people out. No, but some of this shit, I almost wanted to return this because I'm like, a lot of this shit, like, I don't have anesthesia. So it is what it is. But shock resuscitation, fractures, and amputation, a lot of this shit, a regular normie who doesn't have a medical degree or isn't a corpsman or something like that, or EMT, it's good to have. A lot of good things in here that you can do as a regular normie. A lot of it you're not going to be able to do it, right? Because you're not an anesthesiologist. That's a very delicate procedure right there, giving people anesthesia, or whatever the fuck you call it. Hell, they even have scenarios for when you you run over a mine, right? Or you step on a mine and blow your leg off. They have scenarios like that. So a lot of good shit in here. A lot of it, like I said, you're not gonna be able to do, but Department of the Army, this is something you can get. I got more books like this, man. You read up on it, like even right here. You want to create an airway for somebody, right? Let's say they go into anaphylactic shock where their shit fucking swells up, and you got to create an airway because it's closing up. That'll have shit like that in here. A sling. A lot of good shit. Like, again, a lot of shit you ain't gonna need. An assault fork, exactly. If I can assault somebody with it, you might as well call it an assault. If I throw this little pebble at somebody that my son gave me, it's told me it was a special rock, an assault special rock. A lot of assault things in here. Assault pins, you know what I'm saying? An assault shaker, right? The corn is real, right? assault lotion, you squirt somebody in the eye with it. I mean, there's a great number of assault things. See that little edge right there? Probably slice somebody open with that. Assault lotion bottle. Shit. Right in the throat, right? Fuck out of here with that. You hold all guns in your hand? Exactly. Gun control. Yeah, gun control means using your hands, basically. Anyway, I mean, I can assault anybody with anything. Assault beard balm bottle. Assault canteen. Whatever. Assault foot. Assault shoe. So yeah. Anyway, guys, gotta get ready for my date with the wifey. What you doing, man?
You coming or you going?
No, I just got here.
Oh, you just got back?
Yeah, I just got back. Yep. So yeah, anyway, you check you guys out later. Is it true you can assault people with anything? Yeah. I know. Well, that's why you need that well, they have a Good Samaritan law in some states, so you can't get sued. Assault beer bottles. Let's see. I can find anything in this car to assault somebody with. Assault glasses, you know, take this. Did y'all see Lucky Number 11? Where he took the Lucky Number 11? I love that movie. He took the shit out of here and stuck somebody in the eye with it. Assault glasses. It's just like the weapon of war thing, you know. You can take anything to war and use a weapon. A knife, a fucking a blackjack, a whip. You know those little metal whips that are about this long? You can... Weapon of war? Fuck out of here. Anyway. Much love you guys. I'll holler at y'all later. And yeah. We'll do this again soon. So hopefully next Sunday I can get back on my rucking live at the Culver City Stairs, and then, you know, get back in the groove of it. All right. So in the meantime, y'all stay up and let's keep marching forward toward freedom, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Check out my book on Amazon, The Seeds of Dark Matter Disease. I will also put I'll put the link in the description, and also if y'all want an autographed copy of the book, I will leave my PayPal link. Just shoot me $12 with a note saying that you want an autographed copy of my book, and I will have a copy shipped to me and send it off. Last time I said that, I didn't even put the links in the description. I'm real horrible at self-promotion, but I'm promoting myself now. All right, so go out and get that book. Support the channel. Support the movement. All right, much love. I'm gonna have a great day with my wife. We're supposed to be riding bikes, even though the weather is crazy right now. It's fucking overcast. It's pissing me off. I was hoping for a little sunshine. But anyway, much love, you guys. Peace out. All right.